Hey guys, Madison here, back for another Film Friday. Today I am going to be watching Cool Hand Luke starring Paul Newman. I'm really excited because this past year, 2022, I had never seen, I know, brace yourself, I had never seen Robert Redford films or Paul Newman films, and I watched Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid last year. I watched The Sting, and then I kicked off this year with Jeremiah Johnson. Ever since I started watching their movies, can't stop, won't stop. They are fantastic. I love both of them so much, especially them together. They're such a great duo. Yeah, there was no going back once I got started on the Redford and Newman train, so I figured it was about time for another Paul Newman film. A lot of people have recommended Cool Hand Luke to me, so put it on the poll and it won. So I'm really excited to check this out. I know absolutely nothing about it except Paul Newman is in it, and I think there's something to do with a chain gang. But that's all I know, so I'm just along for the ride. I'm really excited. Couple things real quick before I get started with the reaction. I don't know if any of you will notice, I definitely noticed the difference, but I finally got some new lights to use for my YouTube studio for my videos, and they are so much better, guys. I was using just this really typical photo light, those big, like the ones that poof out, the big white photo lights, and it was blinding. It was white, so it made me look much more pale than I know I'm pale, guys, I know. But it made me look even more pale than I actually am. It was so blinding. I had to try to move it way back so that it wasn't distracting me from the screen. It was just not an ideal lighting situation. So I want to say a huge thank you to those of you who are patrons and those of you who are members of my YouTube channel, all of you who support me financially, because your support allows me to buy new equipment to produce higher quality content for you guys. A while back I thanked you all because I was finally able to get a legit camera to use, because for the longest time I was using my iPhone to record my videos on, and now I have an awesome Sony camera. And now I finally have two brand new lights. They are so great. They are GVM LEDs, Great Video Maker LEDs. And they're professional, like studio quality lights, and I can already tell a huge difference. I'm still trying to figure out, like, obviously the ideal lighting situation. But I think this will do for today. I really, really like them. If you are an insider on the channel or you're a patron over on my Patreon, I'll be posting some pictures of them so that you can see what they look like, kind of what the setup's like in here. This room was never meant to be my final YouTube studio, my final room. It's kind of just an in-between. With the new year starting, I'm really working on getting the final room ready and set up very, very soon. So you'll notice my environment will change again, and I will not be on this couch. I would really like a chair to sit in. I'm really tired of being on this couch. I'm like in an awkward place on it, and I'm just like shifting around, and I'm kind of caught in the middle, and it's not ideal. I preferred being in a chair, so I'll be back in a chair. I'll be in a new room. I'm getting some fun decorations and things to set up around me for my environment, and I've got the new lights. I'm just really excited. It's a new year. Lots of exciting stuff happening. So I just wanted to say again, thank you guys for supporting me so that I can continue to get more upgrades on the channel and produce higher quality content for you guys. So thank you again. One more thing, this is the last reaction I'm doing in February. So kicking off next month, I'm going to be doing something different, and I wanted to let you guys know about it, give you a heads up. So for the month of March, it's going to be what I'm calling series month, because it is Mando month. The Mandalorian is starting back, season 3 of The Mandalorian. I will be reacting to the entire season here on the channel. Really excited. I love that show so much. Those of you who have been following me for a while will know that I am a massive Star Wars fan, have been my whole life. So Star Wars content has been hit or miss for me in the past few years, but The Mandalorian is something that has remained consistent, that I have consistently enjoyed. So really excited to see where the next season takes us. And not only will I be reacting to The Mandalorian, but there was a huge poll I ran on the channel a few weeks ago now about whether or not I should react to Lonesome Dove, the 4-part miniseries, if you want to call it that, starring Tommy Lee Jones and Robert Duvall. And there was a pretty solid yes response to that. It was close for a while, but yes pulled out the win in the end by a solid margin. So I will be reacting to Lonesome Dove here on the channel in March. So the month of March is going to be The Mandalorian and Lonesome Dove. So there will be 2 uploads a week instead of the usual 1. But there will not be a Film Friday for the month of March because I will be reacting to those 2 series. Still deciding. I think I might do like Lonesome Dove on Fridays, and then I'll see what day works best for Mando episodes to drop. But just wanted to let you guys know about it. If you're not happy about this news, have no fear, because in April I'll be back to the usual Film Fridays. So no worries about that. If you're like, what about the movies? The movies will be coming back in April, don't worry. But I'm really excited about the month of March. It's going to be something different than usual, reacting to a couple of series. And I'm really excited. It's going to be so much fun. So anyway, wanted to let you guys know about that, and sorry about the super long intro. With that said, guys, I'm really excited to check out this movie. So let's watch Cool Hand Luke. Taking off the heads of all the parking meters?
What are you doing there, fella?
I'm just cut the meat thing.
You better come along with us.
I don't know what it is, but I always think it's so cool when they have reflection shots of showing the surrounding landscape in people's sunglasses. No, I've always thought that was cool.
It was an accident. I've never been in trouble before.
Captain.
Edgar Potter, 302, and resisting arrest. Maliciously destroying municipal property while under the influence. What was that?
Cutting heads off of parking meters, Captain.
It says here that you did real good in the war. A Silver Star, Bronze Star, a couple of Purple Hearts. Well, you got yourself some time now. 2 years. It's all up to you. I can be a good guy, or I can be one real mean son.
Did Luke do this on purpose for some reason? Seems awfully smug about the whole thing.
Them clothes got laundry numbers on them. You remember your number and always wear the ones that has your number. Any man forgets his number spends the night in the box. No one will sit in the bunks with dirty pants on. Any man with dirty pants on sitting on the bunk spends the night in the box. Any man loud talking spends the night in the box.
Any man who does anything wrong spends the night in the box.
Any man don't keep order spends the night in the box. I hope you ain't gonna be a hard case. Now, what are you still doing here? Get at them beans! Move!
What we got there?
You got a Lucas Jackson?
You don't have a name here until Dragline gives you one.
All right, come on, it's a nickel to you, Drag. Let's go.
He's too cool for school.
All right, bring it up. 50, boss.
Right, car, 50. Getting up here, car.
Hey, now.
Supposed to sleep with that bright light shining in his face.
30.
31.
Those bloodhounds. What are the odds that he's going to be running from those bloodhounds at some point?
21. 22. 23. 24. 25. 36.
Get out of my eyeballing seats, you know me, Tommy.
Hard work, man. Uh-oh.
All right, man. Let's eat them beans.
Interesting tattoo. Oh, I thought he was about to start shooting people.
You owe that fella a cold drink.
Wonder where they are. It looks like Kansas or Missouri.
Boss Paul says you wasn't happy with your job. Well, we're gonna give you a chance to think about it.
What are these
All right,
fellas?
let's go.
Is that the box?
You got
Last bell!
Put them on here, boss. Wiping it off there, boss.
Wipe it off, Campbell.
Men.
Oh, man, I'm dying. Hey, Lord, whatever I done, don't strike me blind for another couple of minutes.
Lucille, huh? I feel like she was just waiting for this chain gang to come by before she washed her car. I mean, she's just like milking it for all it's worth.
Oh, boy, she knows exactly what she's doing.
Exactly.
That's crazy and loving every minute of it.
Exactly.
Shut your mouth.
It's not going well. He's just getting knocked down every time he gets up again.
Lay down, Luke. He's just gonna knock you down again, buddy. Not sure.
It's his game plan. I mean, it seems like he's just
Stay down.
letting him win. Like he's just walking into the punch. He's not even trying to block it or anything. I can't believe he hadn't gotten knocked out yet. He never stayed down.
Oh, I call.
Take a buck.
$1?
What?
One time.
Gotta have it.
What you got?
Pass that.
I can see that, Mullerhead. What you got in the hole?
Kick a buck.
Kick it back a buck.
All right, I'll see you, Buck, and back a buck. Mic'd up, right?
Just like today when he kept coming back at me.
Full title.
How'd you find me?
Oh, that Helen, she sent your things along with a note, and then John here, he wrote to the police. You ain't alone. Everywhere you go, I'm with you. I ain't asking what you're gonna do when you get out, because I'll be dead and it don't matter. I'm leaving the place to John.
That's good. He earned it.
Ain't nothing to do with it. Sometimes you just have a feeling for a child. With John, I just didn't.
I gotta go, Arletta.
Yeah, well, laugh it up, kid. You'll make out.
I thought maybe he'd like gotten caught on purpose. He had some plan, something he wanted to get. But I think he's just kind of a lost, wandering soul. He doesn't really know what he wants. Doesn't want to settle.
Through the days of toil that's near.
This gang been doing so good, the captain decided to give you something special.
Hey, buddy. Slow down. That's a long road.
The man, boy. Get the man.
This is the hardest working chain gang I've ever seen.
I don't know, boss. I think they're all bear caught.
I mean, they can't be mad, right? They're working great. Moving fast.
That's the end of it.
Man, there's still daylight.
About 2 hours left. Look, you wild, beautiful thing. Oh, you crazy handful of nuts. That there's the champion hog gut of this camp. Hell, I seen him eat 10 chocolate bars and 7 cold drinks in 15 minutes. All right, get your money up. Now, gamble at dynamite. Come on, get it up. Coconut head's going.
I mean, I love eggs possibly more than anyone else on this planet, but 50? No.
He throws up. You forfeit everything.
Now, when was the last time you ever saw my boy throw up?
He's just bored and like looking for stuff to do, you know? He needs to find like a worthy cause, a worthy calling in life that he can strive for, because he's just like, he's striving for very random goals right now. Like, I'm not gonna get knocked out. I'm gonna keep getting up. I'm gonna do this road faster than I think I can. I'm gonna eat 50 eggs.
All right, stand back, you pedestrians. This ain't no automobile accident.
Is that all 50 of them?
Like, I wonder if it's even humanly possible.
Made what law about peeling the eggs?
I'm his trainer. I'm the syndicate covering all bets, and I'm his official egg peeler.
Hey, if it wasn't established beforehand that it was against the rules, how many has he eaten so far? I mean, he could like drink them Rocky style. Oh, he's just now starting, okay. You know what's really awesome? Deviled eggs. 25.
Forget it, he's wasting time. What's the exercise?
32.
That's all. Come on, Lou.
18 to go.
Hey, you feel better. Straight out, Lou. Give me a piece of paper. He's finished. Give me He's all right. He's all right. He's gonna make himself sick, right? No. Yeah. He's all right. He's all right.
I keep waiting for like the projectile.
Better take that now and buy yourself a new spark plug or something.
What was that? All right, grab it. What was up? 5. 33. Come on, boy. Stretch it out. That's it up. 39.
I had $5. Couldn't get any better.
41.
Stay loose, buddy. Just 9 more between you and everlasting glory. Here we go, boys.
43.
2 minutes to time.
Oh, Lord.
Another one. Here come another one.
Guys, this is insanity.
That's the last one in there now, baby.
Oh, Lord. He's gonna be in an egg coma for the rest of his life. Oh my gosh. He's crazy. He's nuts. But I have to say that was an excellent performance. Oh no!
Hey, boss. Forgot your walking stick.
That man was an amazing shot.
Man, you sure can shoot.
Is he ever going to speak? That is the question. Or will he just gaze intently through his sunglasses?
Get yourself a sweetener doll, dressed in rhinestones, setting on pedestal.
Yeah, he's good. So good. Are they putting him in the box? That's the worst time to put someone in the box.
Paws on the ground now. God rest his soul. Best forget about it, Luke. Got a day and a half lay-in, or as a holiday.
Got a hole in the floor.
Last bell! Last bell!
Oh my goodness.
Down here! Man on the fence post! Hit
I called it, guys. Run, Luke, run. Dog's gonna break his leg going through the fence. done huge stretches where he wouldn't leave any tracks, like the water or the tracks, railroad tracks, I mean. So unless the dogs can just smell him everywhere he goes, he's in good shape.
He made it.
Oh, dog die.
Look what he done to Blue. He run himself plumb to death.
Feel bad for the dog, but go Luke. Wait, they did get him? No. How'd they catch him?
But you never stop listening to them clinking. Because they're gonna remind you of what I've been saying. Never! Never! Well, looky here.
Well, shoot. I thought he got away.
Get you.
Listen, supermarket parking lot, found a car with the keys in the ignition. Hit this red light and this police car slides up alongside.
We just gonna lay low and build time. Before you know it, the heat's gonna be off of you.
It's still pretty crazy to me that he had got sentenced 2 years for cutting the heads off of parking meters.
I'm shaking it, boss.
Damn.
He's gone. Get the dogs.
Here he goes again.
How'd you take your pants off?
Well, best way is to get rid of them leg irons.
I hear the dogs. Oh no. They're not gonna be able to smell nothing now.
Magazine for you.
Laura, you got anything?
Magazines.
What's the writing say? What's the writing say?
Dear boys, playing it cool.
Coming in there, Wicker Man.
No. Caught him again.
You ain't gonna need no third set, because you're gonna get your mind right.
Let him free.
How you feeling? Maybe he can't hear you, man.
Somebody ought to give him something cold to drink.
Here.
That's my baby. That's my baby.
Hey, he's gonna be all right.
Made nothing, had nothing. Couple of times, couple of bosses. I laughed out loud once they turned me in.
But I got it here.
Oh, come on!
You'll never make it.
What are you talking about?
That old box will collapse and fall apart before Luke calls it quits.
That man can eat 50 eggs, he can clean that plate. Aw. He's losing hope.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Well, you made the week, boy.
What's your dirt doing in his ditch?
I don't know, boss.
You better get in there and get it out, boy.
Well, it's on the table, a knife, a fork, and a pan.
I'm sure he doesn't have any energy to run.
Just getting my dirt out of Boss Keene's ditch, boss.
I told you to get your dirt out of Boss Keene's ditch, didn't I?
Ain't no grave gonna hold my body down.
Fire!
take anymore.
You got your mind right, Luke?
Yeah. I got it right, boy.
Go get cleaned up and get yourself some sleep. Think you need it.
They don't respect him anymore.
Where are you?
They liked him when he was cool and Luke, you know, doing all this stuff and running from the guards and inspiring everyone to achieve more. And now that he's down in the dumps, they're like, we don't want nothing to do with you anymore. You were crying and begging him to stop, so people are fickle. Loyalty is conditional. He went from like top of the totem pole to the bottom.
You got him, boss. You got him.
Go fetch it, Luke.
Hey, there he is, boss. Done it in hell, but won't let go.
Cut that up for our lunch, Luke. Yes, sir, Boss Paul.
I didn't see that coming.
They took the keys off of Dog Boy's truck! He got the keys here, too!
Oh, he mad now. He big mad. Better keep moving.
That's my baby, Luke. I'll do whatever you say. Only don't hit me. You're an original. That's what you are. Oh, all that time you was planning on running again.
I never planned anything in my life.
I really don't think he does. He's not really a schemer and organized. He's just chaos. He decides he's gonna do something on a whim and he does it.
Hey, old man, you home tonight?
On my knees asking.
They're out there, thicker than flies. Bosses, dogs. Sure, why not? We only been gone a couple hours. They're reasonable, man.
He's gonna make him shoot him.
You gotta listen to me.
He's not going back again.
What we got here is a failure to communicate.
I was not expecting him to just shoot him like that. He didn't even give him a chance to surrender.
You hang on in there, Luke. You hang on.
I went the sunglasses. So did it just graze him? Or did it actually go in?
That's right. You know, that Luke smile of his. He had it on his face right to the very end.
Wow, okay, so I told you guys going into this movie that I had no idea what it was, even like genre or anything like that. I didn't know anything except I thought he started out on a chain gang. I did not realize that was going to be his struggle the entire movie. And the whole time I was trying to figure out like what is this story? What is it angling toward? What's the message? What's the theme? And I was always trying to figure it out. And I slowly began to realize Luke was very much a born rebel who didn't feel like he fit in anywhere. And he didn't like all these rules and regulations, being told what to do. He rebelled against whatever institution and authority was over him, which is surprising. I mean, he was in the military, which is the most rigid and structured thing you could go into, but it's almost like he would seek out a challenge. Maybe he saw war as a challenge, fighting. I mean, he never had to go to jail in the first place, but he intentionally did something that would land him in jail. Just the most random, harmless thing to land himself in jail that he could then try to break out of. It's like he wanted this deadly, dangerous challenge. Can I break out? Can I get away? And, you know, it's kind of very charismatic and enjoying, I think, inspiring the people around him, the other prisoners around him. I think he liked that admiration, being this kind of figure they looked up to. But in the end, he wanted out. He wanted to succeed, and he wanted to win this challenge, these goals, random goals he set up for himself. But then when he got what he wanted, when he succeeded, he didn't know what he wanted. When he got out of jail, he didn't know where he wanted to go. He never had a plan. He never had a plan. He was just chaos incarnate. He got out, and then suddenly he's asking God, what am I doing now? What was the point of all this? He doesn't know. He never could figure out what he was living for. He enjoyed living the process of striving, but he didn't know how, he couldn't find any contentment. I think in the end, it was like when he was standing on the road and the storm was raging and there thunder and lightning and all that. He was wanting it to strike him because he wanted to go out in a blaze of glory, I think, but it was like he wanted to live, but he didn't. He kind of wanted to be put out of his misery, I feel like, because he could never figure out what he wanted and what he was here for and what would make him happy. He was always smiling, but deep down he was not truly happy, which is sad, very sad. But you know, no one would have said that about him. He was always smiling and living life to the fullest, right? But deep down he was deeply unhappy, I think, and not content and lost and trying to figure out what his purpose was and what he wanted, and he never could. Very, very interesting movie. I've never seen anything quite like that, and yeah, it was not what I was expecting at all, although I came in not knowing what to expect. But that was very unique, and I enjoyed trying to, you know, dissect it and figure it out the whole time. Like, what is this? What is this all leading to? You know, I didn't know if halfway through the movie he was gonna escape, and then the second half of the movie was something totally different. I kept wondering, is that change about to happen? But he kept getting caught, kept coming back, and it was just the struggle of him trying to get out. Very, very interesting, and yeah, it's a really interesting character study movie. I really enjoyed it. It was something very different than I usually do on the channel, so yeah, thank you guys for recommending it to me. I always enjoy Paul Newman so much. He is the perfect smooth criminal, you know, except like Luke was smooth, but he was not like Butch Cassidy or his character in The Sting, where it's like he's this really kind of meticulous, planning things out person. Although Butch was kind of, you know, flying by the seat of his pants as well. I would say he was very different from his character in The Sting, where it's like just the most meticulous, planning everything out, you know, to the letter. Smart, you know, intellectual criminal. Luke was just, he wasn't even a criminal, he was just a lost soul, looking for thrills and excitement, I think. So very different, although you can see the similarities. You know, Paul Newman has certain traits that always shine through in his characters. He's very charismatic, so likable. He's got, again, that great smile, those striking blue eyes. He's awesome. But yeah, I really enjoyed getting to see him do something different. I'll probably work my way through most of his movies eventually, but yeah, I really enjoyed this, so thank you so much guys for recommending it to me, for voting for it on the poll. I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. I will be back next week with, like I said at the start of the video, kicking things off with season 3 of The Mandalorian and the first episode of Lonesome Dove. It's going to be really exciting stuff. I'm so looking forward to it. Also, if you want to see the full-length reaction to this movie, head on over to my Patreon. You can find the link in the description below, and you can find all of my other full-length reactions there as well. Thanks again guys for watching. I will see you guys in March.